Kalt ma frapo. Now that the grammar series is finished, it's time to look at another very important part of studying NATVI, namely listening practice. And because of this, with this video, I will start a new series, namely the listening practice series. This is part 1.1. Why 1.1? Because this listening series actually follows the structure of the grammar series. So all parts that start with 1, so 1.1 and also 1.2 and 1.3, which will follow, they refer back to the first video in the grammar series. The first video in the grammar series was just the introduction. So here we will, in this listening practice, we will not yet look at any actual sentences. We will just look at some useful words and later in 1.2 at useful phrases. Later, when we start with part, for example, 2.1, then that means that you should first watch the grammar video part 2, because there you will learn the grammar that I will use in the listening practice part 2.1, point 2, and maybe point 3. I don't know how many parts or how many subparts there will be. So the basic idea is that you always first watch the video from the grammar series and then go to the listening practice videos that exist for that part to reinforce what you learned, to practice the grammar, to practice your listening, which is very important. The listening practice will mostly be very beginner friendly. Of course, later, when there's more complex grammar, we will also have more complex sentences here in the listening practice. But generally, it is mostly beginner friendly. For this very first video, I would recommend that you maybe first should have learned some simple words, some very useful words like hello, goodbye, and so on, because then you can test if you can recognize them. Lastly, one small warning, my pronunciation of course is not perfect. I cannot do the NATVI r, so the rolled R, I cannot really do that one, and also otherwise my pronunciation will not be perfect. But let's be fair, you will never encounter perfect NATVI when you talk to someone, because everyone has their own dialect, no one is perfect. That was already far too much talk without any content. So let's start with our first word. I will read it a few times. And you should really try to look it up yourself in the dictionary. Of course, I will show you the word, but really try to write down what you hear and to look it up in the dictionary if you don't know the word yet. But I'm pretty sure the first one you will know. Kalt-e. 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 And that one was kalt-e. You probably know that one. It means hello. So it's an interjection meaning hello. You can use it to greet someone. Now there's also a short version of this one, namely e. Try to write it down. What do you hear? E. 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 And that was this one, e, meaning hi. So it's just a short or colloquial form of kalt-e. Now, if I want to greet someone, I could, for example, say kalt-e Maciejek. Like always, try to write it down. Kalt-e Maciejek. Kalt-e Maciejek. Kalt-e Maciejek. Kalt-e Maciejek. And you probably heard it. This is what I said, kalt-e Maciejek, and that just means hello Jake. So you see the ma is the vocative, so you're speaking to Jake, so you need to insert the ma. It's kind of like a spoken at sign to show, hey, at Jake, I'm talking to you here. And Ciejek is the NATVI form of Jake. But there are also other ways you can say hello. One example would be drr lefbom. Drr lefbom. So here we have two words. Try to write them both down, and if you don't know them, look both words up in the dictionary to see what they mean. Drr lefbom. Drr lefbom. Drr lefbom. Drr lefbom. And this is what I said. Drr lefbom. That means good day. Of course, it's not always day, so we can also say t'on left bomb. T'on left bomb. T'on left bomb. T'on left bomb. You see, only one word changed. The left bomb is the same, but the t'on is what changed. Can you find it in the dictionary? T'on left bomb. Here's what I said. T'on left bomb. And here's what it means. Good night. So drr left bomb was good day. T'on left bomb is good night. So you can probably guess t'on means night, drr means day. And another one. The picture doesn't really fit, but I couldn't find a fitting picture. I'm so sorry. Rewon left bomb. Rewon left bomb. Rewon left bomb. Rewon left bomb. Like always, try to find the word that changed in the dictionary. So you're searching for the first word. Rewon. I say it one more time. Rewon left bomb. And this is what I said. Rewon left bomb. Rewon left bomb. And like you probably already found in the dictionary, Rewon means morning, so good morning. Next, let's look at some useful words. First one is srane. 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 I say it one more time. Like always, try to find the word for yourself in the dictionary. Srane. And that is the word. Srane. If you are around in the Natvi community for a bit already, then you have seen that one a lot. It's also an emoji, and it means yes. And we also have a short form of it, being just sran. 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 So it looks like this, sran. And again, like with kite versus e, it is a short or colloquial form, so it can be translated as yes, but also as yeah. Next, we have kehe. 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 I think you can already guess what it means, but try to write it down and find it in the dictionary anyway. Kehe. Kehe. One more time. Kehe. And this is what I said. Kehe. And it means no. We have no short or colloquial form of this one, so here you always have to say kehe. Next, another useful word, rut'e. 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 Could you find it in the dictionary? This is what I said. Rut'e. 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 And it means please. So when you are asking for something, you can say rut'e to make it more polite. Then, next one, we have irayo. 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 This one you also see very often in the Natvi community, so probably you're already familiar with it. If not, then you should definitely join a community, because learning together is much more fun. But I say it one more time. Irayo. And this is what I said. And this is what it means, so you can say thanks with irayo. Then, of course, you want to answer to the thanks. And you can do that by saying ne prte. Ne prte. Ne prte. Ne prte. Try find it in the dictionary. Ne prte. I say it one more time. Ne prte. And here's what I said. Ne prte. And like you can see, like you probably already found the dictionary, it's an adverb actually meaning pleasurably. You can use it to say that you did something pleasurably. Then there's another way, or actually there are many ways to answer to thank you to Irayo, but one other way is Gea Dekin. Again, 2 words, try to find both in the dictionary. Gea Dekin. Gea Dekin. Gea Dekin. Gea Dekin. Gea Dekin. I say it one more time. Gea Dekin. Here's what I said. Gea Dekin. And here's what it means. So literally it means no need. Gea Dekin. And it's short for no need to thank. So you can say it when someone says Irayo and you won't say, no need to thank me. Next, this is how you would answer if someone makes you a compliment, because actually we don't answer with Irayo to that, so not with thanks. Instead, you can say different things, but one of them is Stunwi. 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 I say it one more time. Stunwi. Could you find a dictionary? If not, there is no shame in going back in the video a bit and listening to it a few more times. But this is what I said. Stunwi. And it means kind. So it's an adjective, kind. So what you do when you receive a compliment, they say, you make a compliment to you and you would say, oh yeah, that's kind of you. And you can just say stunwi. There are other things you can say when you get a compliment, but let's keep it simple for now. Next one, also very important word, hitoa. 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 I say it one more time. Hitoa. So this is what I said. Hitoa. And it means sorry. It comes from heia toa, so a small forgiveness. So you can say it when you are sorry for something. For this one, we also have another form, a much more stronger form. So when you're really, really sorry, and then you can say ngai toa, ngai toa, ngai toa, ngai toa. So the end is still the same. You remember from hitoa. Now we have ngai toa. Ngai toa. I say it one more time. Ngai toa. Ngai toa. So this one comes from ngaya toa, so true forgiveness. So like I said, you say it when you're really sorry for something. Next, let's look at something very, very different. Can you find tarep? Tarep. 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 So it might be that you're a bit confused when you search in the dictionary, because what does the word, like, why do you need this in beginner's words? But actually it can be very useful. I say it one more time. Tarep. Tarep. This is what I said. And maybe in the dictionary you found it as to save, to rescue someone. But actually it is also an interjection for help. Tarep. So when you're in danger, you can say tarep, tarep, help, help. Lastly, let's look at how we can say goodbye to people. First, very often used one, I think it's the one I see the most in the community, is hayalovai. 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 I say it one more time. Hayalovai. If you couldn't find it yet, like I said, you can go back in the video and listen to it a few more times. This is what I said. Hayalovai. Hayalovai. And it comes from haya alovai, which means up until the next time. And this is literally what it's used for, until next time. But there are also other ways to say goodbye to someone. One example would be gehe warme, gehe warme, gehe warme, gehe warme, gehe warme, gehe warme, gehe warme. Say it one more time. Gehe warme. This is what I said. And this one comes from kame, to see spiritually, and has an infix. Don't worry about infixes yet. What it means is something like may see again soon, or may see soon. And that's how it's used. See you soon. Here, of course, seeing being the spiritual seeing, kame, and not the physical seeing, like I see you being there. Tea would that be. And there's one last one. This one's again 2 words. Ewa ngahu. Ewa ngahu. Ewa ngahu. Ewa ngahu. Ewa ngahu. The first one you probably either already know from the movie or you can find it easily in the dictionary. The second one is a bit more complex because it has actually 2 words that are meshed to one. But maybe you can figure it out if you look it up in the dictionary. Ewa ngahu. I say it one more time. Ewa ngahu. This is what I said. Ewa ngahu. And this is what it means. May Ewa be with you. Actually, literally, it just says Ewa with you. Ewa, then nga, you, who, with. But it is short for Ewa ngahu livu. Livu, may be. So Ewa, or may Ewa be with you. And this was it for the first very short listening exercise. In the next one, namely part 1.2, we will look at some more complex phrases. So if you haven't yet and want to join and want to do the next one, make sure to look up and learn some phrases, how to ask people how they are, how to introduce yourself, because this will be the topic of the next one. And it's much more useful if you use these videos as a repetition thing. So if you already learn the phrases and then practice with these videos if you can recognize them. So with that, I say Ewa aingahu, may Ewa be with you all. And if you have any questions, like always, you can ask them in the comments or contact me on Discord. Hai, jalo vai mafrapo.